So I'm walking from what I think was the sacristy with a room above into the chancel of the church. There's the high altar. Main window, I'm going to say east window, but I'm not sure if it's actually facing east, to be honest. Seating for the clerics. And then looking down into the nave of the church. Once great Franciscan Friary. Now, there's lots of pieces of this friary that are interesting. But first I'm just going to have a quick sneak peek into the transept, which theoretically should be the north transept, but again I'm not sure that it's actually facing in that direction. You can see there's some mighty columns and archways that survive. Looking into the transept. And then the other nice thing in this abbey, which you don't see in every abbey, is there's a nice little slip from the transept. So a little passage, mini passage, with a little hole there through the arched door into the church. And you can see there's a door into the cloisters, but I'm going to take you through the smaller door, which is again not something you see all the time. A little narrow archway or slip leading into the wonderful cloisters. And look who's there. I believe this is a sculpture of St Francis of Assisi. So this was a Franciscan friary in Askeaton in Ireland, and supposedly he's got the stigmata on his hands, which is like the marks of the nails in Christ's hands. But see the beautiful detail on that carving that's sat here for hundreds of years, and this place is just open to the public. It's not even, you don't even have to pay an entry fee to get in here. It's just incredible. So there's his beautiful little sculpture, and what I want to show you now is these wonderful cloisters, which are very much intact. Okay, perhaps somewhat restored, but there's actually 4 sides of the cloisters. So we're going to walk alongside the church now, and if we look through here, you can see into the cloister. You can see all around, every side, and then the upper story there, which is possibly the dormitory or similar. Now, here we have the arched doorway into the church, which is the grander entrance into the church, and you can see the transept through there. So we were just in the church before. Grave slab. And there's another arched doorway here into a room. Not sure what this room was, possibly a dining room. Just sneaking through the bars to show you a bit. Or some sort of room where they did something important. Possibly even the chapter house, I'm not sure. You can see the beautiful columns and arches. And one of the other things is it's got a lovely stone arch ceiling. So we're walking around the cloisters. You can see the lovely twin windows there, pointed arch windows. And if we keep going, we'll get to another doorway. And again, I wish I could tell you what they led to, but I haven't seen a plan of this place yet. But this looks like a pretty big room, so I'm guessing this might have been the doorway to, there might have been a refectory here. Yes, it looks like a refectory, doesn't it? So there's a pretty grand room, and there's another doorway just here. There might have been even one of those little places for the speaker to stand to read aloud, or during, while people were eating. And then, just keeping on going around the cloister, this wall doesn't actually have any doorways leading off the cloister, except for this one in the corner here. Now, this is the way I actually came into the abbey. You go down these steps, there's a little lovely stairway going upwards here, which we can't go upwards, but it's a lovely spiral stair. And then we're going into a room where it is raining. I wonder if this might have been a warming room or something like that, because there's a massive fireplace. Could have been a kitchen, I suppose, too. So, sorry? Oh, so this was the kitchen then. So they made the food. They've got a beautiful fireplace here with an oven within. Proper big fireplace with lights. And then there's, you can see how low the doorway is because Kenneth just came through. And we're going out into another arched doorway, which is a dead end, but that's okay because what we've shown you is pretty much everything you can see when you visit Askeaton Abbey. So we're going to go back through the kitchen, and I hope you've enjoyed a glimpse into the life of a 14th century friary, Franciscan friary in Askeaton, Ireland. So goodbye from the kitchen, beautiful fireplace.